you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. Who knows what we're in store for here? Coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between our AFC champions and the representatives from the NFC. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who... Hopefully all the nerves have subsided and everyone is ready, because we are off and running in Super Bowl 63. He stopped on the return of the 27. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him, so the receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. He puts some power on a deep one left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Bennett now to throw. Completes beyond the marker. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All on the 45, first and 10. Here's a counter give to Chubb. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Takes off right out of the read option. Crosses the 35, room for more. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this play.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They're going play action. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking to throw, Bennett. He's marking over something here and just chucks it away.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled by Luke Ororo. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He just throws this one away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They go play action on first. On target to Jackson. Oh, he dropped that defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Jump, running out of the gun. Oh, he gets over on the line, and he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
An option give to Robinson. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throw on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board.
I know we could sew it in with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. The home teams with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overdrive. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform. You just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
Escapes his grasp. turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends
Holding.
up out of bounds.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. 2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Bennett throwing here. That's it. Scooped up by the defense. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. They find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they could take advantage of it. And they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Play action on 1st down. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Cut near the goal line. He's brought down real close to that goal line at the line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Mitchell now in motion left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense trying to get to the goal line. Quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Back now, pressure on its way. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. He got it. Interception. That is Lewisine. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
This offense ready to get going again now. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions...
Oh, he loses the football. Recovered by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Okay, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, it's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Here comes their offense out again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He doesn't hold it up. They're able to drop it. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the set. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Third and long for him here. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys take the fumble and get 6 out of it. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Dicker tacks down the extra point. And these guys go up 10-zip here in the first. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now outruns their offense to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. To throw, here's Bennett. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Bennett. Don't get this complete to Chubb. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is in across the 20. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up 1st down. Setting up a throw. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fights off the pressure. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing it again here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And it sets up 2nd down. They are throwing it again. On target to Worthy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And his guys take a 3-possession lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets gets across the 30 before he's brought down. That count runs their offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete here to Bowers. Oh, stiff ball. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Bennett now to throw. His ball's caught by Pickens. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Into traffic. Complete. And he's taken down right along the 30. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Chubb going for the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Bennett. It's Pickens on the slant. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. Jukes one defender. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. He tries up again. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard. Chubb. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And these guys cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. This offense getting all set for the series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He finds Sanders. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. It's the end of one in Super Bowl 63. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get you back to Tampa after this. We are back and just as excited as you are. Time to resume action here in Super Bowl 63. Here he is on 3rd and long. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Now Bennett. And Bowers has it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running right with Chubb. He's contained at the line for no gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Bennett. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They give inside to Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were not close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Bennett throwing here. It's into the hands of Chubb. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Bennett. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. A tight end in motion now. They go play action on 1st. Running right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running left, it's Chubb on the toss. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
3rd and long for him here. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And they needed more than one defender there. Powered for a run or stop for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. On the move, headed right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys cut it to a field goal game. Returnable from the 2. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Now this offense ready to head back out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Robinson up the middle. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
What's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. By those hands, right? His dependable hands. So, shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Well, he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He puts it back to the 20. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Bennett. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Well, we both saw what he was doing. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Now this offense getting set to work here. They'll have a shorter field ahead of them now, Brock. That pick sets them up just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap. We'll give to Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He's got it near the 8. He does it. Touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked up.
Yeah, kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground. That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's third down. Here's Bennett. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it online, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds Sanders. It's a pick up of 34 yards. And that gives them the first.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10, Arthur Robinson. And 2 yards long, he's going to get the voice call. Down by Jalen Carter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Here we go, third, less than a yard. Pass play now. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On the gun, it's Robinson. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds his target, Robinson. Able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They've got first down from the 31. They send a tight end in motion. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He's taken down at the 30.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Bennett now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They're going chucks this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Completed here to Pickens. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is reeled in by Jackson. And another small 4-yard chunk there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 43. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender coming away with it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The offense getting set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, Fuller can throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to the air here. Gets this to Sanders. And that will not be enough for a first down. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning.
Third and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Brooks. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And that is where they'll start the next drive. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Working quickly here. Bennett throwing here. Short pass brought in. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, and then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw, Bennett. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Throwing a first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
That throw finds Pickens. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. You can shorten your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Throwing from the gun here. This throw is cut. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, or getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's in. Touchdown! Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball, and it's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Koo with the extra point. And his guys get it back to within 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So we are to the halfway point of Super Bowl 63. Now we'll keep it in state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment.
Up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mitchell will go in motion right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
He finds Sanders. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Smash, smash. Ready, go.
Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Pass play coming here. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
16 yards on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Kate, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. It will hit Robinson, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And that's cut the end zone for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. It makes him a star even when people know his number's being called.
They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get you your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Now he's Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And while we watch these replays from the booth partner, he's probably remembering these plays from the coach's doghouse, you think? Yeah, coughed up the football multiple times, turned it over. We'll see if they continue giving it to him or if they call it a game for him at this point. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now Bennett. On target to Jackson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And they'll have 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Chubb running out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Bennett. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To throw, here's Bennett. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
One-play swings bigger than what you put there. That throw was destined for 6. Instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Complete defensive play to Jarrell loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bowler like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
It's complete to Jackson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one, and it'll give them a 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Go, go, check, check, roll.
Back to throw. Here's Bennett. He goes back to him